Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election held on February 25, 2023, and the result controversially announced on March 1st, 2023, in which Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared the winner of the election. And that result is being challenged in the court because many Nigerians believe that the person that was announced as the winner did not actually win, but it is now left for the court to determine who won the election. And while Nigerians wait, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president of the country, and how he's running it is for good or for ill. Nigerians have to endure and live with it until the court says otherwise. Now, one of the stories that was trending yesterday was that there is a growing alliance between Peter Obi of the Labour Party, Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso of the All Nigerian NNPP, New Nigeria People's Party, to form an alliance ahead of 2027. Now, that story was an original story from the This Day newspaper. Now, I know that there is close relationship between This Day newspaper publisher or owner and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. So whenever they come up with things like this, I used to take it with a pinch of salt, especially a story like that without any sources revealed. And in that story, if you read it, they say that Atiku Abubakar and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso are already meeting, and that they are going to start the next leg of the meeting with Peter Obi. And in fact, they gave the impression that Peter Obi is even already meeting with them. But it's something I doubt so very much, and it's part of the things I will talk about in this video. And that even though they are hopeful that they will get a favorable report from the courts, but in case they didn't get it, they will work together to form a new party, a new alliance ahead of 2027, and to give the APC a challenge or a run for their money. But I want to tell you in this video that Peter Obi will not be part of any alliance between Atiku Abubakar and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Now, I want to tell you this. Peter Obi, of all the three of them, is the one that has huge integrity capital. That is why he is highly regarded and among Nigerians right now, because of his huge integrity capital. He is not linked with any corruption. He is a man who had been prudent in management of state and his personal resources. Nobody has been able to accuse him of corruption. And he is enjoying immense goodwill, more than any of these two people right now in Nigeria, nationwide. Rabiu Kwankwaso may have a cult following in Kano State, but that is all. But Peter Obi has a cult following that cut across geopolitical zones across this country. That everywhere people see him, they identify with him because of his own integrity as a person, because of his integrity as a leader. He has led with integrity, and he delivered a result that is full of integrity. his results shows in Anambra State, where he presided over, and every other place he has served, whether as the chairman of a bank or anywhere. He has shone like a star. So Atiku Abubakar is looking for who to hobnob with and use, because Atiku Abubakar is a man of huge ego. Atiku Abubakar cannot form an alliance in any party that will not be of his own interest first. So I think it is a waste of time to think that Atiku Abubakar will form an alliance in which he will allow Peter Obi to be in charge or Peter Obi to run. In any case, Atiku Abubakar ought to retire after the Supreme Court. If the Supreme Court declare the winner and he is not the one, which is not likely to be, okay, so he ought to retire. This last 2023 presidential election should be Atiku Abubakar's last hurrah in the political scene. He should not be seen to be still plotting how he will be president again. He should throw in the towel and go and rest. But apparently it is not so, because for these days to carry this, it means that he is still plotting to be. If he is plotting to be president in future, I think he should do it alone. He should not get involved with somebody like Peter Obi. And Peter Obi himself knows it, that the only reason people are respecting him today is because he was able to play the first fiddle. He was able to play the first fiddle. The people of Southeast will not forgive Peter Obi if he became subservient to Atiku Abubakar or Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, saying he is forming an alliance with them so that he will be placed subservient to play a second fiddle. Because one of the things that the emergence of Peter Obi in the political firmament of Nigeria in 2023 was to demystify the lie that somebody from the Southeast cannot have a shot at the presidency and win it on his own merit without being seen to have been literally endorsed by the power oligarchs in the conservative north. Peter Obi don't have to kowtow to that power to be president. And the results from the 2023 presidential election, the real results that many of us have been privileged to have seen, shows that Peter Obi did excellently well without Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, without Atiku Abubakar, and did so well in the enclaves that are supposedly areas of influence of these people, including in Adamawa State, where Atiku Abubakar comes from. So it will be a monumental miscalculation for Peter Obi to say that he's in alliance with these two big egos, Atiku Abubakar and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, and then he expects that they will allow him to be the star that will shine. They will not. They will destroy him. And I hope he knows it. He knows that right now he's enjoying a cult following in all parts of the country, including the Southeast. And the reason is this: he had shown that when you are a man of integrity, it doesn't matter where you come from, you can be regarded in this country. You can be a leader. You can be president of Nigeria. He has shown it. Before now, Atiku Abubakar think he can treat Southeast anyhow he likes. Because ordinarily, Peter Obi would have been in PDP if not for the machinations of people like Atiku Abubakar. Because Atiku Abubakar had no business being in the presidential race in 2023. After 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari from northern Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar literally imposed himself and bought the ticket of the People's Democratic Party. Because we all know, you can go and Google it, how it was alleged that dollar rain was made possible for Atiku to emerge. There was a competition over dollar rain, not only about Atiku, even the governors, including Governor Nyesom Wike, that contested the governorship ticket, so the presidential ticket of the PDP. So they literally use money to hijack the process. He used money to hijack the process, just the same way as Bola Tinubu use money to hijack the ticket of the All Progressive Congress. If you are in doubt, go and Google it. It's in all the papers. It trended everywhere. How dollar reigned in the PDP and the APC primaries. Now, what was the argument? Why didn't PDP zone their tickets to Southeast? They say, oh, no, nobody from Southeast is not likely to win. A candidate from Southeast is not likely to win. That they should not do zoning, that they should do it according to capacity, who can win the delegates. They say it's only after then, when we have found out who is our presidential candidate, according to them, in PDP. Then after the presidential election have been won, then they will do zoning. In their mind, Atiku was claiming that he was the only person that had the capacity to retrieve or recapture power from the All Progressive Congress. They believe that nobody from Southeast has the power to get to the presidency if he's nominated as PDP candidate. And Peter Obi took that challenge and left the party and moved on. And as they say, the rest is history. He demystified that miscalculation. He demystified that belief that you cannot come from Southeast and begin to challenge for the presidency of the country. Under the PDP, unless they back you, the power oligarchs from conservative north. And Peter Obi left them. And we all saw and watched how Atiku Abubakar and the PDP was disgraced. Forget about some of the figures they were allocated. They were literally disgraced in their strongholds. From north-central Nigeria to the south-south Nigeria, to everywhere. They barely survived. But for the allocation of votes by the Independent National Electoral Commission. So why should Peter Obi form an alliance with Atiku Abubakar and hope to have any mileage in whatever party or whatever they want to form? Peter Obi should know it. And I'm sure he knows it because he's a man of wisdom. That the reason why he is a star shining today, that they want to come and extract part of his integrity and use it to form whatever, is because people love him and they know it. Right now, the only opposition in Nigeria is the obedience. There is no opposition by the People's Democratic Party. People's Democratic Party has failed woefully in providing opposition leadership. It failed in the National Assembly to provide it. It failed nationwide to provide it. It even failed woefully in calling its major party member, Governor Nyesom Wike, to order. Today, Nyesom Wike is a minister, talking anyhow at Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, in terms of what he will do and what he will not do. Yet, the party had done virtually nothing to discipline him, to sack him from the party, because the party is dead, as I said before. So on what basis would Peter Obi go and ally himself with a dead party that don't have good intention for him? Atiku Abubakar don't have good intention for Peter Obi in terms of political leadership. He might have chosen him as his vice presidential candidate in 2019. And that was because Peter Obi has the integrity capital. That was why. He didn't do Peter Obi a favor. Peter Obi did him a favor because all the strongholds of PDP in the Southeast and elsewhere, many people voted because of Peter Obi in 2019. They voted for Atiku Abubakar in 2019 because of Peter Obi. His integrity capital is immense, and they know it. And Atiku Abubakar knows it. And when he tried to run with the governors, because Atiku Abubakar is only after his own personal interest. For example, there are people who say that Atiku Abubakar could have run with Peter Obi. No. Atiku Abubakar lost it in 2019. He ought not to have participated in 2023. He ought not to have participated in the election in 2023 after 8 years of the North being in power. But in his ambition to be the numero uno, the say it all and end it all in the PDP, using his own connection, he got the ticket of the PDP. And when he was to choose his vice presidential candidate, the PDP governors insisted that he must choose one of their own. If he is really somebody who is not after his president, he would have insisted, okay, no, let me choose somebody. He would not have been there and Peter Obi left. But the only reason he allowed Peter Obi to go was because he believed that with the governors backing him and Ifeanyi Okowa, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, ex-Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State, with him, he can still be able to pull the South and Southeast and move ahead. But it didn't work that way because Nigerians, especially Southern Nigerians, saw through Atiku Abubakar that it was not right for him to come and be president of Nigeria after 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari. He ought to have known it. Now, this same person is being alleged to have an alliance with Peter Obi. I don't think it can work. I don't think it's true. I don't believe it. And Peter Obi knows that that will be the end of his political journey in terms of the kind of love Nigerians have for him. Anything that he will do, any alliance that he will form, in which he will not be the top man, Nigerians are not going to buy it. And the truth of the matter is that he is dealing with two big egos. Atiku Abubakar, who will not allow anybody, in fact, who felt that he is the biggest thing to emerge in political machinery of Nigeria, right from the Yaradua, the senior Yaradua era. No. Peter Obi will not be part of it, and I'm sure of it that Peter Obi will not be part of it. Already, I'm sure he's receiving negative backlash from people from that story, and I expect that Peter Obi very soon will deny being part of any alliance with these people. He will deny it very soon. You say you hear it here first, that he's not part of any alliance. He's not meeting with anybody. He's more focused on seeing the outcome of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal and possibly the outcome from the Supreme Court, and nothing more, nothing less. Okay? Then look at somebody like Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Just go and look at what Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso said about Peter Obi. What he said about Peter Obi, the way the condescending way he was talking about Peter Obi at the Chatham House. Just because somebody asked him a mere question that referenced Peter Obi, he began to talk about Peter Obi as if Peter Obi was a tribal bigot like himself. Began to talk about where is Peter Obi, where was he? But Peter Obi surprised them. Peter Obi did not only win in the Southeast overwhelmingly, he won overwhelmingly in South. He won overwhelmingly in North Central Nigeria, and he won overwhelmingly. He did significantly well, better than the INEC was showing in Southwest Nigeria, because the opinion polls that was done by credible pollsters in Southwest showed that Peter Obi was running neck to neck with Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the Southwest before the election, before the INEC did the abracadabra. And in the Southwest, they deliberately, except for Lagos, put Peter Obi in third position everywhere in the Southwest. That's one of the wonders that was created by INEC under the leadership of Mahmoud Yakubu. So someone like Rabiu Kwankwaso is not going to form an alliance in which he will allow Peter Obi to be the head or to be the presidential candidate. It's not going to work. Nigerians have already rated these people, their position and everything. So Peter Obi is the one that stands a good chance going forward. And again, he is the one that stands a good chance in terms of being declared the winner of the election of 2023. He is the one that won over 25% of the vote cast in the Federal Capital Territory. He is the one that won more states than any of these people. So why should he form an alliance with them? No, they should form an alliance with him, support him, so that if, as Nigerians are praying and wishing and hoping that the Supreme Court will declare him the actual winner of the 2023 presidential election, they should support his administration and help it to stand and help it to succeed. That's what they should be talking about, and not for Peter Obi to form an alliance with them, whether in opposition or in any other capacity. Because these two big egos, as I said before, everything is all about them and not about anybody. It's all about them. Think about it. How do you expect Atiku Abubakar to form an alliance in which he will not present himself as the next presidential candidate of that political party? Ask yourself, how can Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, who doesn't even treat Atiku Abubakar with much respect, from his utterances during the election and all that, you expect him to be in the same political party and he will take the back seat and allow Atiku Abubakar to shine, when Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso believed that he is the biggest political figure to emerge from northern Nigeria after President Muhammadu Buhari. In fact, he doesn't see Atiku as a competition at all in terms of northern leadership. You expect him to form alliance. That's why I laugh at that analysis, that story by this day, that Rabiu Kwankwaso will work with Atiku Abubakar. For whose benefit? Those are dead on arrival permutations that are going nowhere. But one thing is clear, and Peter Obi knows it, and he should know that Southeast is not ready to play second fiddle in any political arrangement in Nigeria going forward. That's why Southeast, except for the few politicians who are looking for the crumbs from the table of Aswadibala Ahmed Tinubu, are not bothered about political appointments. Those who are making noises that Southeast is giving smaller number of ministers is good. Those are people who are looking for these same jobs. They are not doing it in the interest of Southeast. Because what Southeast need is to show leadership in whatever resources they have in their enclave. Let the governors use the resources to develop the area. Anybody who is talking about people who are giving that Southeast didn't get enough ministers, others got double what Southeast got. These are people who are looking for jobs from Aswadibala Ahmed Tinubu. They are not fighting for the interests of the Southeast. It is for their personal pocket and that of their family members. In any case, who appointment help except the person whose name was announced? Which position are they looking for now that Southeast has never produced? They have produced secretary to the federal government. They have produced Senate president, deputy Senate president, minister of finance. What is it? Even these people that produce the president, how is their life different from the life of the Southeasterners? The last time I checked, over 9 local governments are occupied by bandits in Katsina State that produce a president for 8 years. So what is all this noise about numbers in government when people should be more concerned about development? So what the Southeast, from my understanding, what is Southeast want is somebody like Peter Obi, somebody that is giving them a voice, somebody that is a rallying point in terms of acceptability nationwide, who can go for power and get it, just as Peter Obi did in 2023 and got it until the power was snatched away from his hand. And now he's trying to retrieve it through the court process. So it's not for Peter Obi to finish himself politically by forming any alliance with Atiku Abubakar and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. It will not help Peter Obi, and I know that Peter Obi will not be part of it. So I did this video basically to let people know, because there are people who are talking all kinds of things. And of course, Peter Obi must have gotten a backlash from his Twitter handle, from everywhere he communicates with people. That's better wise up. Don't get involved with these people in any shape or form. Move on. Nigerians are with you. Don't go along with them. Let them play their own politics. You play your own politics. Your politics is the kind of politics Nigerians want. Politics of integrity, politics of capacity, politics of openness, tolerance. Peter Obi was the only one among them who, throughout the campaign period, never campaigned that people should vote for him because of his ethnicity or his religion. Rather, he was emphatic that it is capacity, moving Nigeria from production, from consumption to production. He was clear. There was clarity in his message. There was clarity in his purpose. There was clarity in his agenda, more than any other presidential candidate in 2023. And Nigerians love it. And they are still treating him today with love, treating him like a rock star because they believe in him. He cannot diminish himself or demarcate himself by forming an alliance with Atiku Abubakar and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso that can never agree to play second fiddle to anyone. So it is a useless venture for him to try that. And he knows it. He should know it. And he will be deserted by the people who are showing him love today if he tries it. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.